An old score, I tracked down the epic lord, Gao Shaolan. To eliminate the threat for good, Goji and I went deep into the nuclear ruins, venturing into Dungeon Zero after Gao Shaolan spotted. She even risked being erased by the Covenant's backlash to fire the Mothership's main cannon right inside the dungeon. She wanted me dead. She wanted me dead. But I dared enter an epic level dungeon alone without a trump card. The power of the king's armament exceeded my expectations. It could actually damage an epic shelter. Or rather, his strength depends on my own shelter, the Sky Tower. Thanks to the king's armament, I emerged unscathed even from Gao Shaolan's Mothership self-destructing.
The King's Ring. The King's Ring. Joymaker mentioned it before. The so-called throne of the New World. Does such a thing really exist in this world?
Joymaker. Appearing on my tower roof whenever you please. Don't you think you are acting like you own the place?
Forgive my intrusion. I just haven't seen you in days, City Lord. And since you wouldn't come to me, I had to show up. Because I missed you. Rest assured, City Lord Shen, I'll fully respect your privacy. I won't show up at inconvenient times. You are getting
a bit too comfortable in my territory.
Of course. Nothing is more comfortable than being by the side of the one I love.
Once the Covenant is gone, I'll show you what is what.
This throne of the New World you mentioned, what exactly is it?
To answer your question, City Lord Shen, only the ruler on the high throne can command all the lords and people of the New World. Reaching the throne means gaining the power to finally dispel the eternal night and the ghost tide. It is also the only way to save humanity from a future of fear and doomsday. Provided the one who takes the throne is a just and orderly ruler. Otherwise, what awaits humanity might be a future even more brutal and painful than the present.
Save everyone? I am not interested in being a savior, nor do I have the ability, but I am curious. What are the requirements to claim the throne?
Legend. You must be at least a lord of the legendary shelter above the epic rank, but that is just a ticket to the ultimate Game of Thrones. The basic qualification to compete. Otherwise, you'll be crushed into nothingness.
Legend. Maybe that legendary lord from the heavenly court is aiming for the throne. That is why he is so desperate to summon us and demand monthly netherstone taxes. He is obviously trying to maintain his advantage as the first legendary lord. His talk of helping other human lords reach legendary rank is probably just selling us a dream.
Every epic lord has a chance to upgrade their shelter to the legendary rank above epic. But you must meet 4 prerequisites. 4 conditions.
Can't I just keep merging more epic shelters?
Even though your current shelter can still continue to merge with buildings. Even if you merged 100 epic shelters. Without the key elements, you'll be restricted by the rules of the Doomsday game. You won't be able to reach legendary. Step 1. Raise your shelter to level 12. Level 12.
Relying on the resources of One Bao Tower and the payment from the alliance with Lord Zhang, I spent over 10,000 dark stones just to raise the Tower of Heaven from level 7 to level 8. Now, to reach level 9. It'll take tens of thousands more dark stones. To reach level 12, it would probably cost at least $1 million, while I should be able to save up enough. After the next eternal night, I have no idea how long that'll take. What about the other 3 conditions?
The second condition is tricky. It is simple, yet complicated. Within your shelter and vassal territories, you must have a population of at least 1 million citizens.
After 1 million dark stones, it is 1 million citizens. That means the current population of Shuwantian City has to increase 100-fold.
The hard part is, as time passes and the eternal night falls again and again, the number of humans who survive in the New World will definitely keep decreasing. There is no doubt about that. By then, people will become so scarce that they'll be more precious than dark stones, becoming the biggest obstacle to reaching legendary status.
So, the earlier you reclaim the population, the better.
The third condition, for you and the current Shuwantian City, isn't too difficult. You must unify at least 5 complete regions as your territory. Every lord in those regions must submit to you, and there can be no large-scale specter infestations.
Population of 1 million, interregional warfare, and territorial unification. The game is encouraging every epic lord to go to war by annexing people, resources, and land. It is clearly depleting humanity's internal strength. But as for meeting this condition, for the current Shuwantian City, it won't be difficult at all.
What is the 4th condition?
4th, you need to obtain a special token. Without that token, even if you meet the first 3 conditions, you can't ascend to legend. But as for what the token is, it involves the secrets of legends and the New World Throne. I can't figure it out.
A token.
Epic treasure, the Monarch's Ring, where the Monarch descends, is a place of sanctuary. Traitors shall perish, and anomalies shall scatter. Traits are limited to epic rank and above. The Sanctuary Lord can be bonded to wear it. Once activated, it will form exclusive Monarch armor based on the Sanctuary's traits. It significantly boosts the Lord's personal combat power.
Monarch armor. One person becomes the Sanctuary itself. The prompt for this Monarch's Ring clearly points to the throne. With such diabolical power, it is definitely no ordinary epic treasure. It could really be the token to ascend to legend.
So, I just need to focus on the first 3 conditions. That throne is still a long way off. I am not that interested anyway.
Lord of the city Shen, do you think defeating Gao Shaolan means the territory is safe? So far, you haven't encountered any truly powerful anomalies. That night, Giant Bat is nothing among epic anomalies. Not to mention, above the epic rank, there are legendary monsters. Deeper within the new world, there are even areas completely ruled by monsters. There are rulers among the monsters there. And territories too. They've even established an order.
You said order.
Compared to those places, the area around Luopoling, including the nuclear ruins, is considered a safe zone. When the Eternal Night returns, it'll last even longer. Without a human monarch, there is no such thing as a totally safe place in the new world.
Yeah. So, in this world, there are areas more dangerous than the nuclear ruins, completely overrun by anomalies. Humans are doing their best just to survive in their own areas. Barely hanging on, barely hanging on. It is like rowing against the current. If you don't move forward, you fall back.
Get the logic, of course. But let's take it one step at a time.
I am more than happy to help you, Lord of the City Shen, ascend to Legendary Lord, or even take the New World throne.
What?
It is a survival strategy of aligning with the strong. Maybe in the future, you could even reclaim the anomaly territories. I am also trying to secure a future for my own kind.
I don't have that much skill or ambition. I just want to live in peace in my own little corner. Preparing for advancement, the first step to a legendary sanctuary is to completely unify Luopoling. If they are down to surrender their sanctuaries and merge into Shuantian City, citizens can move into the inner city, and lords can stay in the tower for protection.
Force alone will only cause a backlash. Maybe we should combine it with diplomacy and benevolent rule. I suggest providing protection services. To all the vassal territories. We'll station tier 8 undead soldiers there. The price will be 50 soul stones. Per Odier. Subtracting the energy costs. 50 stones.
Is practically cost price. We won't make any profit.
That is exactly the point. Tier 8 undead soldiers might only be silver rank, but each one can tear apart a tank. A few dozen of them combined can even hold back City Crusher zombies. Once they see that security, the remaining territories will naturally join us. Besides, with Wenbalu's resources and our territory's surplus production, we can start trading with all the lords in this region. As long as they submit, they can get our supplies at the lowest possible price.
Let's do it your way. Since the sanctuary was upgraded to the epic rank Tianqiong Tower, the interior has been equipped with elevators. It completely solves the problem of getting upstairs. The airfield doesn't just build fighters. It can also produce hoverboards. They can be sold to our people or exported to other lords. But the tower cabinet has strict regulations. Hoverboards can only be used in the lower sections of the Tianqiong Tower. Otherwise, tower defenses will engage. You proceed at your own risk. This is to maintain the tower cabinet's security and the lord's absolute authority. 2 months have passed between the post-Eternal Night reputation and the impact of the Shuantian city defense. Most of the surviving Luopoling territories didn't resist. They were totally down to submit and joined us one by one. After all, I didn't ask them to hand over their sanctuaries. I even gave them plenty of benefits, including security and trade. Now, only one lord is left, who hasn't submitted.
Territory 1001 rode up at the border about 2 weeks ago. They probably moved here to escape the Eternal Night Ghost hide outside.
To escape the Eternal Night Ghost hide outside, I basically cleared out all the entities in the Luopoling area. This Guangxi encampment certainly knows how to pick a spot. Since they're ignoring my messages, Dagu, take 100 soldiers and deliver the surrender notice.
Yes, sir. Master.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Shuantian City is total horse shit. Where did these savages come from? Pretending to be an epic shelter. Who do they think they are? Thinking they can take my golden shelter. Dream on!
Lord, what if Shuantian City actually is an epic shelter?
What epic shelter? They're just talking big. If they claim to be an extraordinary shelter, I might have at least checked it out. But with a claim like that, I don't even have to think about it. They're just trying to trick me into surrendering.
Those other lords in the Luopoling area, the other leaders,
Must have been bought off by him.
they're in cahoots.
Teaming up to bully me. They think I am an outsider with no intel. They want to take down a newcomer like me. In times like this, if you cave in even a little, or let them think you are scared, you'll totally be eaten alive until there is nothing left. Besides, even if that guy really is an extraordinary lord, if he wants to take my territory, he'd better think twice. He has to consider if the cost is worth it. This is our first step to establishing ourselves in Luopoling, and it is the most critical step. I have no intention of moving back to that hellhole. Listen up. That group outside calling themselves Shuantian City sent someone with a surrender demand. They think because they broke those spineless cowards and took over Luopoling, they can treat us like animals and slaves. I am telling you the truth.
That lord
Is a tyrant who skins people and rips out their souls.
the other citizens of Luopoling who surrendered.
Had their organs hollowed out. Their souls were extracted. They turned into things that only follow orders, skeletal abominations. So we would rather die in battle than fall into his hands alive and become his twisted slaves. Otherwise, Even after death, your souls will be trapped forever as monstrous servants. Better to die than be bone slaves! Kill the invaders!
General, have mercy! Lord Kongshi abused us! We've wanted to defect to Shuantian City for a long time! Please, spare our lives!
Surrender and you won't be killed. Move.
Die!
Humph! You've got a tough shell! Now, I am going to bury you for good! I don't care if you are the Undead Legion or the Shuantian City Vanguard. Now stay put and rot under the ground!
Zhu and his crew are in trouble. This Guangxi encampment is just a gold sanctuary, yet they're acting so cocky. They're literally asking for it. Could they also be controlled by some sinister spirits? Have they gone completely insane?
Lord of the city Shen, why are you bad-mouthing people behind their backs?
Clearly, you are the one who took it personally. Besides, you've shown up uninvited again, and you are using this form to scare people. You are the one picking a fight.
Last time, Lord of the city Shen, weren't you annoyed when I pulled up unannounced? So this time, I am using a psychic projection to talk to you. So what you are seeing is just my mental energy. It doesn't count as me actually being here.
Just get to the point.
I wanted to let you know not to worry, Lord of the city Shen. Your Darkbone General isn't dead. He just fell into a trap, underneath the Guangxi encampment.
How did Dagu fall for a trap?
That lord used some extraordinary low-tier method to maintain his control. He has completely brainwashed thousands of his people. Now they're convinced Shuantian City is a hellhole where souls are flayed. They'd rather die in battle, or commit suicide than surrender.
Since they're doing it the hard way, I'll just crush them.
This really is an epic sanctuary!
Guangxi, since we're both human lords, I don't want to slaughter everyone. Open the gates now. Release my servants and soldiers. Kneel and apologize right now. I might consider sparing you, and I won't hurt your people.
Cut the act with the fake mercy! Number 91! Right! Stop the lies! Nobody believes your crap! If you are so tough, straight up attack the city! Kill us all! My people would rather die in battle than become food for those monsters!
Yes! It's one slavery to the bones! Kill all the outsiders! Yeah!
Lord Shen, wait.
What is it? Do you want to plead for this human? Or are you looking to pick women for the Mother Hive?
I don't sympathize with them. It is for you. To be promoted to a legendary lord, you need to accumulate a population of 1 million. It would be a waste to just kill them all. How about letting me handle this problem? You won't have to lift a finger. They've just been brainwashed.
How can you even say that? What do you mean, just brainwashed? By that logic, the people sleeping in your Mother Hive aren't being brainwashed by you.
That is completely different. They joined of their own free will.
What do you plan to do?
That Mad Lion Lord is only using some low-level game item to brainwash his subjects. But with a simple move, using my epic status, I can instantly erase those mental imprints and snap them out of it.
Oh, since you can so easily break this kind of gaslighting, then can you also take the human consciousnesses that have merged as one inside the Mother Hive and completely separate them again?
In theory, it is not impossible.
Then can you try?
Nice try. Separating consciousness causes excruciating pain as the soul is torn apart. Even if I agreed to it, none of the women merged with me would ever be down for that kind of torture. Not to mention having them wake up to face this barren, ruined, death-filled wasteland of a world.
Is it better to survive in an illusory dream, or face the harsh reality?
So what if he is an epic lord? If he dares to slaughter this city in public, I'll broadcast these images live on every channel. I'll ruin his reputation. He hasn't made his move yet, so he must be scared. The higher your status, the more you protect your reputation and value your morality. Shen Zhu, why don't you dare to fire? The lords from all over Lopoling are watching. If you have the guts, blow us all to pieces! Come on! Let them all see your true colors!
Let's begin.
As you wish, dear Lord of the City Shen.
What am I doing? This Kongxie will restrict by him! No! It is impossible! What happened? The effect of the supernatural item! How could it be broken so easily? You are not human! Shen Zhu, you are not human at all! You are a monstrosity! You are a demon in human skin!
Go.
How dare you underestimate me! Sending a woman like this to try and take my sanctuary! Open fire! Tear her apart! Just die! Lord Shen, I am willing to surrender everything!
You are not worthy.
Region-wide announcements. The Luopoling region has been completely occupied by the human lord of Shuangtian City and brought under their rule. Special region-wide buff activated. Within the Luopoling region, all humans, servants, and buildings belonging to Shuangtian City receive a permanent 20% damage reduction from enemies and specters.
It figures. The game really is encouraging lords to go to war with one another. To expand and unify territories. In a way, this is the inevitable trend for dealing with the Yongyi Ghost Tide. From this perspective, division and independence will lead to being picked off by the Ghost Tide. Only by uniting can humanity have a hope of survival. The next step is Hefeishu. The population in Hefeishu is several times larger than Luopoling.
Lord Shen, you want to use the cure for the dungeon radiation sickness to win over Lord Zhang and Dungeon Zero, don't you?
Then what else is there to say? Hand over the prescription.
Here. It is on the house.
That was straightforward. Free things are always the most expensive, Tonggosha. Do you think that by making me owe you a few favors, I'll actually start to accept you, or even trust an abomination like you? State your terms. I don't like handouts with strings attached.
Fine. My terms are actually quite simple. If there comes a day in the future when you have the power to kill me for good, I hope you'll spare my life for the sake of today. Don't wipe me out completely.
Do we need to add this clause to the covenant?
No need. I know you are guarded, and you hate being bound by a forced covenant. Even if I asked, you wouldn't agree. So you only need to give me a verbal promise.
A verbal promise. No treaty to bind it. What exactly is he up to? Trying to soften me up with sincerity. Abominations and humans are naturally at odds. His hive poses a massive threat to the inner city. I'll never leave my back exposed to him.
Fine, I promise you. If that day comes, I'll do my best to consider sparing your life.
Thank you, Lord Shen. Now let's get back to talking about how to conquer. How to win over the nuclear ruins. The upcoming third Eternal Night is the perfect time for you to win over the nuclear ruins. During the last Eternal Night, it was all thanks to the cooperation between Gao Xiaolan's alien mothership and Dungeon Zero, fighting the epic abominations with everything they had. But Gao Xiaolan's mothership is heavily contaminated by radiation, and Gao Xiaolan's own body is on the verge of collapse. This time, with only Dungeon Zero, there is no way they'll survive this.
No wonder Lord Zhang stubbornly refused to get involved in the feud between me and Gao Xiaolan. He knew very well that even if Gao Xiaolan won, she couldn't protect the nuclear ruins. If Gao Xiaolan lost, and he decided to make a move, he would completely offend me, a potential ally. Hold up.
Aren't there 3 epic lords in the nuclear ruins? Besides Gao Xiaolan and Lord Zhang, why has this 3rd epic lord never shown his face?
That person's shelter is built in the most dangerous part of the ruins, at the source with the highest radiation. Even the ghost tides aren't down for going near there. So the first 2 Eternal Nights had no effect on him at all. It allowed him to level up like crazy in secret. His real strength now is not one bit weaker than your Shuangtian City. And he is also the biggest obstacle to your conquest of the nuclear ruins.
To think this person's shelter is actually built in a place like that, and he is just as strong as Shuangtian City.
It is dark! It is completely pitch black! Is it the Eternal Night? It feels even colder than the last 2 times. Thank goodness! The holy fire of Shuangtian City can drive away the cold. With the Lord here, we'll definitely be fine!
World announcement. The 3rd Eternal Night has arrived. This Eternal Night will last for 2 months. Surviving lords across all regions of the New World. Please prepare yourselves.
Lord Shen, oh my god, 2 Ravagers disappear on the east side of Fallen Ridge! 2 Ravagers disappear on the east side of Fallen Ridge! The city walls are about to collapse! There are just too many monsters! Requesting support from Shufantian City!
The Eternal Night has fully descended. Now there are giant Ravager-class monsters all over Fallen Ridge. At least 3 of them, and this is just the first day.
I am the Lord of Fallen Ridge. I can't just stand by and do nothing. Should we have Bone Dragon stay here? Send it to help them out. With Bone Dragon's power, it is more than enough to deal with this wave. No way. Who knows if Fallen Ridge will spawn legendary monsters later. If Bone Dragon stays alone, it is still at risk. But if Shuwantian City stays to protect them, we can't send back up to the wasteland. We can't fulfill our alliance duties. And we can't forget about taking the wasteland. Once the Eternal Night is over, it is meaningless. If the wasteland gets overrun, and everyone is wiped out, it'll be way harder to meet the requirements for a legendary promotion later. It'll be even more troublesome.
Detected. Fallen Ridge has achieved 100% area unification. Territorial Lord privilege triggered. Disaster diversion. Once activated, every monster spawning in this area will be forced into a taunt. All cold to the main city, Shuwantian City, to its coordinates. Plus, the Lord can manually trigger monster spawns, shortening the duration of the Eternal Night. Activate disaster diversion.
Isn't that way too dangerous?
Humph. Come at me, all of you. At least I won't have to chase them down everywhere. If I can't win, I can always escape into the sky.
Oh no. Looks like every monster tide is heading straight for Shuwantian City!
It is Lord Shen! Lord Shen lured every monster in the zone over there! He pulled them all over there, protecting all of Fallen Ridge alone, sheltering the whole of Fallen Ridge! Lord Shen actually managed to pull this off! That is literally godlike!
It seems the City Destroyer can't feed on buildings, and its self-healing ability is taking a major hit. Underworld stones delivered right to my door. I'd be a fool to pass them up.
Based on natural disaster redirection permissions, the Lord can now trigger the second wave of the Eternal Night, Eerie Tide early. In early trigger tides, the quantity of underworld stones and treasure drop rates are increased. Starts now.
Confirm. The intensity of Lopo Ridge is nothing special. I wonder what the situation is at the nuclear ruins now.
That woman is dead. The human prey on this wasteland is all mine!
Lord of the City, what is that monster? Why do those mechanical parts on its body look so much like
the alien Mothership Gao Xiaolan blew up! This is the one that Gao Xiaolan and I teamed up against last time. We barely managed to repel that epic creature, and it is not dead. It even fused with the Mothership's hull!
Its level has risen to 9. It tears through level 6 shelters like paper, and it seems to be heading right for us.
This thing actually holds a grudge! Quick! Open the high-frequency emergency channel! Get me Shuwantian City! Contact Shen Zhu! Lord Shen, the nuclear ruins are being attacked by a level 9 epic creature! The perimeter of Dungeon Zero has been breached! Hundreds of thousands of lives are in danger! Lord Shen, please honor our agreement and support us! I beg you to save us!
My god, why are there so many ghost tides over at Luopaling? They're just as strong as the ones here. It is like the ghost tides from the entire region are surrounding Shuwantian City.
He has his hands full. It is over. It is all over. Shen Zhu has his hands full right now. He can't even protect his own base. What are we supposed to do? Even if he clears the trouble at Luopaling and manages to find the time, our underground city Zero will have already been devoured by these monsters until there is nothing left. It is too late. We can't count on him. It seems this so-called doomsday game never intended to leave a single chance of survival for humanity. If that is the case, we might as well have just been destroyed, along with the Earth from the start.
His habit of playing with his prey and killing for sport is acting up again. He won't be back anytime soon.
Obtain the legendary one-time use item. Blood Rage, City Defense Frenzy Room, effect. Upon use, the next attack of the city's offensive weapons will have its lethality increased to 500%.
Regional announcement. Because in the Luopoling area, Lord Feng repelled the entire Eerie tide. This eternal night has ended early.
My lord! This is probably since the Doomsday game began! The shortest eternal night ever! Let's build a golden statue for City Lord Shen! My lord! Lead us all to join Shuantian City! City Lord Shen is the only one, the god who can save us!
Netherstones plus 50. Netherstones plus 100.
A sanctuary from the outer realm. Perfect timing. It saves me the trip. Back then, two epic lords couldn't kill me even together. Instead, they became part of my body. So what if the sanctuary can fly? Still can't escape death.
Blood Wrath City, Defense Frenzy Rooms have been activated. The lethality of the Dark Star Orbital Cannon has surged to 500%.
Fire.
Obtain the legendary Boundary Barrier token for building control. Function can activate and sustain a boundary barrier covering the entire area of Luopoling. Activation requirements requires 4 barrier core crystals to be placed in the north, south, east, and west fortresses of Luopoling to take effect.
Boundary barrier. As long as I gather the 4 core crystals, Luopoling will be completely impregnable. Now that I have full control over Luopoling, finding them shouldn't be hard. Afterward, Xuan Tiancheng stayed behind to clear out all the spectral tides ganging up on the dungeon. I've pocketed all the tens of thousands of netherstones that were dropped. Meanwhile, I gave the cure for radiation sickness to Lord of the City Zhang in exchange for tens of thousands of his netherstones.
District-wide announcement. The 2-month-long third Eternal Night has ended.
Relying on the gains from this Eternal Night, the Sky Tower has been successfully upgraded to level 9. The first step in conquering the nuclear wasteland was simply winning over the people. There is still a legendary lord in this area who has never shown his face. If I don't take care of him, unifying the nuclear wasteland will be nothing but a pipe dream. But while I was busy planning how to conquer this wasteland, I had no idea that danger was already creeping up on me.
Madam Archon, we have fended off the third Eerie tide, especially you, Lord of the City. Now the entire Luopoling area sees you as a deity. I offer a toast to you both.
Everyone has worked hard lately. There are no military rules tonight, so you can all relax.
I really wish this happiness could last forever, and that we never had to live in fear or exhaustion again. That would be wonderful.
I've got you. You can rest easy. If it is too much, why not set the burden aside? Leave it to Xiaoqing and the others.
It is nothing. I think things are beautiful just as they are. Being able to share your burdens makes me very happy.
No pain. Perfectly accepting me. I want to help him.
Yeah.
Shen Zhu, how did I get out here? Was I sleepwalking?
Go back to sleep.
Lord of the city, in the inner city's east and south districts, many women have begun to experience collective lethargy. They fall into deep comas during the day, and at night, they gather in groups, walking unconsciously toward the containment wall, trying to get close to the broodmother.
And then?
They all claim to have dreamed of a paradise without pain.
Increase surveillance immediately. Every resident showing symptoms is to be isolated and detained. Have the undead handle them.
Shen Zhu, is this really appropriate? Why detain them? They're innocent. They haven't done anything to hurt anyone yet. Since the broodmother lets them sleep peacefully and gives them sweet dreams, maybe it is not such a bad thing.
Yue, do you realize what you are saying?
I am just making a suggestion.
Xiaoqing, do as I say. Anyone who disobeys will be dealt with according to the law.
Love, aren't you going to bed?
You've been acting very different lately.
What is up? Don't you like it? I can clearly feel it. You are more into it than you used to be.
Who knows if you are using some kind of mental ability on me?
But my power can only detect treasures. At most, it can also perceive the presence of spectral entities. Are you blaming me for charming you? Love, if you don't like it, I can change.
Alright, fellow player. Let's lay our cards on the table. When were you able to possess Yue?
Your intuition is impressive, dear Lord of the City Shen. How did you find out?
You left something on me before, so naturally I am sensitive to mental abnormalities. Besides, there are many things that Yue simply wouldn't do. Or rather, you didn't even try to hide it. Purposely waiting for me to find out, right?
What a shame. I was planning to spend more time with you as her, and enjoy a bit more of this happy time playing house. I didn't expect you to put that out there so soon. I thought you'd pretend not to know, and keep enjoying the pleasure I give you.
I don't understand. According to the treaty, you aren't supposed to make moves against my subjects. But what about those lethargic women, your subjects and Yue?
As long as I don't have any harmful intentions toward you, none of my actions are restricted by the treaty. Those women were just too close to my hive mother's location. They were affected without me even trying. I didn't actually make a move. About Yue, that is a secret. By the way, Lord of the City Shen, deep into Yue's memories, I found something interesting. You possess a power that doesn't belong to an ordinary spirit lord. You can bring anything to life. I am right, aren't I?
Oh no, this damn entity. It can even read memories.
This is exactly what I've been longing for. My original body might never have had the chance to ascend to the legendary rank. But fortunately, fate led me to you. Lord of the City Shen, you truly are the human I set my sights on.
So you want me to enlighten the hive, to help you leap from epic to legendary. What makes you think I'll agree? Don't forget, once the covenant expires, my orbital cannon can blast you to pieces in an instant.
You are right. On the physical level, I am indeed a sitting duck right now. With just one command, the orbital cannon can wipe out this body, along with the hive, leaving nothing behind.
You have no choice.
But Lord of the City Shen, do you dare to give the order? Yueyu's consciousness has already merged with ours. If the hive is destroyed, you'll spend the rest of your life looking after a wife who is a vegetable.
When I tested Tungleshire earlier, he seemed to hint that merged consciousnesses could still be separated. That means there is indeed still hope to save Yueyu.
And do you think your means of destroying the hive are faster, or my psychic power is?
Too bad. Yueyu has already been enlightened by me once, becoming an extraordinary subject. She can't be enlightened again. Otherwise, I could try to see if I could drive Tungoshi's consciousness out of Yueyu's body. Furthermore, enlightening a target doesn't make them obey orders perfectly, or become someone trustworthy. If used on an enemy, it might actually put me in a more dangerous predicament.
Don't be so tense, Lord of the City Shen. This is a win-win deal. If you agree to enlighten the hive, and help me ascend beyond epic, in return, I will sign with you a system-certified permanent covenant. First, I will completely withdraw the psychic network, spread across Shuantian City. I'll voluntarily retract the psychic power's influence and infiltration of your subjects. Second, once I've reached legendary rank, the Tungosha hive will become Shuantian City's staunchest ally. We'll strive for the throne of the new world. Third, and most importantly to you, for all subjects whose consciousness is merged with mine, including your precious Yueyu, we will return her autonomous consciousness. We will return her autonomous consciousness.
Completely intact. Since you've read her memories, you should know that I never believe in so-called gods or entities. Your promises are cheaper than trash on the wasteland.
That is why I am willing to write all of this into the covenant.
You should trust the rules of the Doomsday game. No one can defy them. If the Hive violates the Covenant, I will naturally be obliterated by the Covenant's rules.
Sounds perfect. But you are an entity after all, not a human lord. I am not even sure if the Covenant will work for you. I even suspect you've been putting on an act, faking being bound by the Covenant, to make me lower my guard, so you could successfully assimilate you.
If I weren't bound by the pact, the moment I entered Shuantian City, I would have made my move. There would be no need to let you grow so quickly, and gain the power to destroy me in an instant. In turn, you could make your move against me.
But that is only temporary. If you ascend to legendary status and gain power far beyond what you have now, it is entirely possible you'll straight up cut or break free from the pact. Then, who would stop an omniscient and omnipotent monster?
The risk you mentioned certainly exists. Look at the countdown. The pact is about to expire. Empower me and help me ascend to legendary status. It is the only way to save Shuantian City and protect Chu Yeyu.
I refuse. You are using her voice, mimicking her mannerisms, and trying to use her safety to break my resolve. Besides, whether the real Chu Yeyu is even alive is still unknown. Maybe all that is left is an empty shell under your control. The stage is set for a con. But I am not playing along.
Human paranoia is such a headache. But Lord of the City Shen, what if I have an insurance policy that you can't refuse? While taking over this body's subconscious, I detected a faint but very real vital sign. The bloodline you left behind before going to the nuclear ruins, the bloodline you left behind, is growing inside this body.
You mean she is?
Nice look on your face. It seems this leverage is heavy enough to prove I am not lying, and to let you confirm she is still there. Why don't you two talk for yourselves?
Shen Zhu! Don't listen to her! Don't agree! And don't worry about me! If you end up under her thumb because of me, I'll die before I let that happen!
How touching. Pregnant humans are always so fragile yet noble. Lord of the City Shen, I have plenty of time. But don't forget, the pact is about to expire. You only have 7 days left to decide.
May! Wake up! Are you leaving me and the child behind? That is a man-eating monster!
Man-eating? There is no exhaustion there, nor is there the fear of the eternal night. There is only eternal bliss. The Lord of the City can't save us, but Lord Joybringer can.
Mom, don't leave!
Obey! Sir, I can't fire! That is my own mother walking right there! How can I shoot her?
Hold the line! Use non-lethal weapons to stop them! You must not let them get near the hive!
Shen Zhu, you scammer! You said Shuantian City was a totally safe sanctuary, but now monsters are eating people right in the city! Hand over that female monster, or we'll blast the hive to pieces with cannons! We'll take it down with us!
Lord of the City, the citizens are being affected by some kind of mental interference. The citizens are being affected by some kind of mental interference. Should we use the undead legion to suppress them by force? Should we use the undead legion to suppress them by force?
It doesn't matter. With their strength, they can't break through the wall formed by the undead. They can't break through the wall formed by the undead. If necessary, just lock them up for now.
But, Lord...
Dismissed. I will handle this.
Lord Shen, the order and boundaries you take such pride in the face of absolute blissful temptation, seem quite fragile, don't they?
Stop.
I didn't kill anyone. They were the ones afraid of death, choosing to embrace eternal life of their own free will, want to save the rest and protect your unborn child. It is simple. Use your golden finger to enlighten me. Once I become a legend, their consciousness will naturally find peace within me. I can also give the moonfish back to you.
I can enlighten you, but I have a condition.
Condition? Lord Shen, do you really think you are in a position to negotiate with me?
You are welcome to try. If you don't agree, then everyone, along with this hive, will turn to ash. Put it on.
A psychic suppression tool. It only weakens and blocks 10% of the wearer's mental power. Love, Shen Zhu. I thought you had brought out some kind of ultimate weapon. My hive possesses the mental energy of thousands. Even if you weaken me by a pathetic 10%, you still won't win.
If you are not afraid, then put it on.
Have you forgotten? We still have a system-certified covenant. While it is in effect, no matter what tool you use, you can't deal me a fatal blow, much less destroy me. I'll indulge you. Come on. Let me see what your finger can actually do for me. What a wonderful experience it'll be.
Fine.
Epic Sanctuary Sky Tower has reached level 10.
Still struggling in vain. Even if you exhaust all your resources and upgrade the sacred flame from level 9 to level 10. So what? While the covenant is in effect, this tiny flicker can't threaten the broodmother at all.
Whether it works or not, we won't know until we try.
Enlightenment failed.
What is going on? We all fail. Based on Yueyu's memories, your lord's talent has never had a 100% failure rate.
In a single day, it is not like success is guaranteed every day. The higher the life form, the stronger the rejection. What is the rush?
Something's off. It has been 6 whole days. Why does Shen Zhu's enlightenment always fall apart at the last moment? Is it because this broodmother absorbed too many low-level female subconsciousnesses? Thousands of consciousnesses forced together. Overloaded my spirit, massively increasing the difficulty of assimilation and leveling up. Or maybe it is true Yueyu. Shen Zhu, are you really doing everything to help me break through? 6 days of failure in a row. It is hard not to be suspicious. This is clearly just a smokescreen you put up to stall for time. You are playing me.
My life is literally on the line with these covenant terms. What do I gain by stalling? Once 7 days are up, if you haven't ascended, the covenant expires. I won't get what I want either. Your spiritual body is too massive. The consciousnesses fused within are too cluttered. And as an epic abomination, it is not that easy to straight up ascend to legendary status. Rejection reactions are unavoidable. But as long as we keep trying, mutation will eventually trigger.
Shen Zhu's survival instinct doesn't seem like an act. True. In the face of absolute power, all schemes and tricks are just the struggles of an ant. He can only pin his hopes on the covenant terms. Whether it is an issue of processing overload, or a smokescreen to distract me, it doesn't matter anymore. He can't pull any tricks right under my nose. Today is the final day of the covenant. Shen Zhu, even if you are stalling on purpose, it is useless now.
Enlightenment has reached the most critical bottleneck. Just one last push to break through the rejection barrier. I want to renew the covenant. Extend it by 7 days.
Why should I agree to that?
Because you crave the power of a legend. But the renewal has conditions. I want to add a new clause.
What clause?
If the enlightenment finally succeeds, you must guarantee to never harm anyone in my territory. And the duration of this contract is extended indefinitely. Indefinitely.
Never harm you or your people. Fine. After all, harming you gives me no benefit anyway. I agree. Let's see what tricks you can pull in these last 7 days. What waves can you still make?
Covenant updated. Additional clause in effect. Deadline extended by 7 days. Enlightenment successful. Target, the Reveler. Epic abomination. Mysterious mutation triggered. Changed to Hive Mind quasi-legendary.
It worked. This is the power of a legend. Hold up. What is going on? What is happening?
Only a hound belongs on a leash. You don't deserve to control the moonfish's body.
Oh, why is this happening? It wasn't supposed to be like this! Shen Zhu, you played me! I helped you so many times, so why?
Shen Zhu, we did it. Wasn't I in pure bliss? I remember now.
Why? I clearly didn't want to wake up. I want to go back. What? Why has everyone's consciousness been separated? Even the hive mind has disappeared. Why? I can't even sense the hive's existence.
Because of the mysterious mutation, your supernatural essence has changed. You are no longer a bliss sharer, but a mind hive. A so-called mind hive naturally has no physical form.
Then why was our consciousness forced apart?
Because of this enlightenment, I've become the hive's primary consciousness.
What do you mean, primary consciousness? Why you? I was supposed to be the hive's consciousness itself! In other words, you actually hijacked my hive mind!
Didn't you always use the word assimilate? How is it that now it has become a takeover? If that is how you want to see it, you are not wrong. I have indeed successfully taken over your hive mind. To put it simply, I am the one who has ascended to mind hive. But since a mind hive has no physical form, and exists only within my mind.
You rigged the enlightenment, didn't you?
The outcome and success rate of enlightenment are completely random. I can't interfere with that.
But I can. I was once enlightened by Shen Zhu. My mental strength far exceeds that of a normal person. So from the very beginning, you never fully assimilated me. I've always maintained a level of clarity, and I hid my true consciousness. In the deepest parts of the hive mind's mental network, not only was I not fully assimilated, but I also secretly accessed your massive computing network, which integrates thousands of people. Every time Shen Zhu performed an enlightenment, I was able to divine the outcome in advance.
So you divined that this outcome would be the most beneficial for you all. It even separated our consciousnesses, made the hive mind disappear, and put you in control.
Exactly. Most of the previous enlightenments resulted in success, which maintained the status quo with your consciousness in charge. Only this time was different. This might be because the gap between my mental strength and yours isn't that large, and because I remained independent and awake.
So you've been the one sabotaging me all along. But how could you influence whether the enlightenment succeeded, or failed, or even force an enlightenment that should have succeeded to fail?
You've read my memories, so you should remember the first time Shen Zhu performed the enlightenment on me.
If the subject feels fear, anxiety, or extreme resistance, their body's energy will clash and strongly reject the enlightenment, causing it to fail.
So, for over 6 days, you've been resisting within the hive mind, creating a field of rejection.
Wait, if you were sabotaging me from the shadows, or lurking in the hive mind's mental world, or even using its power for divination, there's no way I wouldn't have clocked it.
You didn't notice at first, likely because of Yuri's unique spirit, and the consciousnesses you can assimilate must be reaching their limit. That is why you couldn't detect such subtle anomalies. About what happened later.
Fine, I admit it. Your tools and the holy fire definitely suppressed my power. So much so that I didn't even notice you two were plotting against me. I lost.
This is the path you chose, isn't it?
Do you remember? I once asked that if you ever had the chance to kill me, you would spare my life. I wonder if you intend to keep that promise.
You should know that in the apocalypse, promises are worthless. Any last words?
Shen Zhu, it is precisely because so few people keep them that they're so precious. If possible, I'd still like you to spare her. Just let her leave Shuantian City.
Why?
While lurking in the hive mind, I became certain she bears no ill will toward you, or Shuantian City. Even if the enlightenment had succeeded, she would have continued to help you. Her methods for forcing you to agree to it were definitely extreme. Of course, I'll leave the final decision to you.
Since you helped me get rid of this massive threat, she's all yours to deal with. But there's still one thing I don't get. Since the Joymaker's bound by the Covenant and can't assimilate citizens' lines. Why would you?
For you, I take any risk, no matter how high the stakes.
Are you saying you did it on purpose? So you sought her out intentionally? You put yourself in the game?
The apocalypse is too dangerous. Gao Shaolan is nothing compared to the danger of the Joymaker. Besides, there are even deadlier monsters waiting for us in the future. You were out exploring the nuclear ruins with Lady Bone. How could I let you risk your life on the front lines? While an epic monster that could destroy Hongqian City stayed right behind us. I had to take her out for you. For our shelter and for our people. But if my consciousness merged with hers, at least she'd treat you a bit better. I wanted to make sure she'd never hurt you. And I wasn't just being reckless. Through treasure vision, everything with energy has a core and a value. The moment I looked at the hive, I saw its true structure. The Joymaker's mental power is indeed massive. She absorbed the fear of death and the hope for peace from thousands of women. To create an absolutely rational, painless web of bliss. But that is her facial weakness. Her network can't tolerate the slightest bit of extreme selfishness or irrational emotion. She can't analyze it, much less assimilate it. If she tries to force it, it is like a steel blade getting caught in precision machinery. That is a flaw I could exploit. In that timeless sea of consciousness, she tried everything to erase my memories. She wanted me to sink into that fake paradise.
Silly goose. Huantian City isn't worth your life.
But Shen Zhu, instead of being protected by you, I want to be the one who makes sure you have nothing to worry about in this apocalypse. I want to be the person you can always lean on.
What is up? Since you took control of the Tongolje's partial memories, you've been restless.
Shen Zhu, I just discovered something in the deepest memory fragments of the Tongolje. Someone once into the depths of the radiation zone dropped a mutated dead egg of the brood.
Someone? Who?
I don't know. The memory is blurry. The person's face and features are completely unknown. But this dead egg is not simple. I don't know what kind of in the extreme environment of the radiation zone. It might trigger some terrifying mutation.
Lord Shen, there is serious trouble in the radiation zone.
Lord Zong, I gave you the radiation serum and the formula. Why are there still patients?
I am at a loss. The radiation levels in the zone recently have been rising at a geometric rate. It is extremely abnormal. The outer refugee encampment has been completely engulfed by toxic mist. Mutated monsters are going on a rampage. It is impossible to survive.
Through the roof. Could it be that in the heart of the ruins, that mutated dead egg has hatched?
Unknown culprit, mutated dead egg, the abnormal surge in radiation. The situation in the zone is complicated. If we don't remove this threat, it'll come back to haunt us eventually.
The source of the radiation is extremely dangerous. This mission might be a suicide mission. Are you sure you want to go?
Lord Shen, without you, we brothers would have died in the wasteland long ago. Forget exploring the radiation zone. We'd go to hell without even blinking.
Good. To do a job right, you need the right tools. This shield was originally only at the extraordinary rank. It was fine for common monsters, but to go deep into the radiation zone to face an unknown enemy, this defense is far from enough.
Enchantment successful. High-level mutation triggered. Extraordinary item. Heavy alloy shield. Mutated into an epic item. Skyfall shield. Crush the core crystal to summon the phantom of the sky tower across dimensions. It forms an absolute defense array and unleashes a devastating miniature orbital strike.
Use this item only when you are in a hopeless situation.
Thank you, Lord of the City, for this artifact.
This is a purified high-level potion. We've already removed any radiation or mutation side effects. Drink it before you head out. It will not only keep you alive in the nuclear zone's toxic mist, but it will also completely transform your body.
Purified high-level potion! On the nuclear zone's black market! This is a miracle drug you couldn't trade your life for!
Movement! Everyone! On high alert! Everyone, watch out! Something's off!
What is going on? These low-level beasts from the fringe are usually as fragile as paper. How can they have such terrifying defensive capabilities? And when they charged just now, they were in a completely suicidal frenzy.
Captain, look at the compass. This isn't natural background radiation at all. It is like a giant heart, pumping blood out rhythmically. You mean that mutated dead egg?
Exactly. Not only is it polluting the environment, but the specific radiation spectrum it is emitting is frantically strengthening all the monsters nearby. If we don't find out where it is hidden and what state it is in, once it fully hatches and erupts, all of Luopa Ridge and even Shuantian City will take the hit.
Captain, the radiation levels and monster strength ahead will be even worse. Should we retreat first and report to the City Lord?
With this artifact for protection, the inner nuclear zone can't stop us! We must pinpoint the coordinates to be worthy of the City Lord's trust. Let's go!
My lord! News from the perimeter! Reports 2 reckless human squads! They've not only trespassed into our territory, but are also hunting down the mutants strengthened by the Divine Egg. Based on their insignias, they're from Dungeon Zero and Shuantian City. Those two human squads not only didn't die from the toxic mist, they're on the perimeter, madly clearing out our radiation monsters. It seems they're trying to protect the refugees.
Protect the refugees? Hypocritical saints like them make me sick. They think killing a few low-level monsters makes them a savior. Utterly foolish. In these nuclear ruins, compassion is just the cheapest trash. Go! Release the Blood Sickle Squad.
The Blood Sickles! To kill a few rats! Do we really need?
Tell the Blood Sickles not to let them die too quickly. I want them to watch their hopes shatter and feel what true despair is like. When people are in extreme fear and pain, the blood they spill tastes the sweetest.
I'll see to it immediately!
Let them kill. The more the better. When the monsters are all dead, the drained blood will be the best fuel to activate the flesh matrix. And this mysterious dead egg that swooped in, I don't care who threw this damn thing, since it fell into my hands. It is the insurance policy I'll use to own this place. Once this dead egg hatches, that old tortoise Lord Zhang won't be able to stop me anymore. I'll level Dungeon 0 and seize Reactor 0. With infinite energy, a seat on the throne of the new world will certainly be mine.
Form up and counterattack!
To be able to push your physical strength to this level in a nuclear zone. To be able to push your physical strength to this level in a nuclear zone. It is a pity the gap in rank is something you can never bridge. The potions and gear are actually decent. To think they let a bunch of low-life trash like you block my strike. A high-level mutant. Who the hell are you people? In the heart of the nuclear zone is that dead egg causing the radiation spike you're doing. Since you are dying anyway, there is no harm in telling you. Listen closely. We are the Bloodsickle Squad, under the Black Sunday Lord.
The Black Sunday Lord, you released those radiation monsters to slaughter the refugees on the outskirts. What is your angle?
An angle? No. That was a gift from the Lord. Those refugees you are trying so hard to protect are just fine fertilizer the Lord uses to feed the blood matrix. Using living people as fertilizer! You are all sick lunatics! Lunatics. This is the law of the new world. This flesh of yours, enhanced by potions, will definitely satisfy the matrix.
Go wild in hell!
Noisy ants. Why aren't you struggling anymore? You risked everything just to die, but you couldn't even take one hit. Your master hiding in the city. Does he care if you live or die? No, horseshit. We're from Shuantian City! Lord of the City Shen won't let you get away with this! Shuantian City? You mean that epic sanctuary? That doesn't even dare land in the nuclear radiation zone Shuantian City? Scared to death of radiation, hiding thousands of meters up, and then he sends you goon ants out to die, and you call that an epic sanctuary? It is literally a joke. He can't even protect his own people. You really expect him to save you? Keep dreaming. Once I've hacked you into mincemeat, that coward won't even dare to make a peep. Just the loyal, useless dog. After I've hacked you into mincemeat, I'll personally go and rip off your horseshit Lord of the City's head and kick it like a ball. All of you, go to hell. I might not be able to beat you, but my Lord of the City can crush you with just one finger. Could take you and the Lord behind you and turn you both to ash.
My lord, so this is the power of the Lord of the City.
Bandage each other up! Support each other! Keep moving deeper! The coordinates and intel! The coordinates and intel on that horseshit flesh and blood matrix! Even if we have to sacrifice our lives today! To get it done, we must bring this back to the Lord of the City!
The Skyfall shield was crushed. To force out this insurance policy, means the crisis deep in the river district is even more troublesome than expected. A reinforced radiation zone will even expand. It will erode the surrounding areas. Even Wapling will take a hit.
By the way, regarding the Jabi-Gen Eye crystal cores that you had the vassal lords collect, 3 have been found. They've all been delivered.
3 down once we find the last one. I can control the Lopaling boundary barrier. Only the boundary barrier can stop the radiation from spreading and prevent future variables.
A guy named Zhao Feng got greedy. He betrayed the local lord and ran off with the Eye crystal core. He is heading our way.
Took the crystal core and likely wants to trade it for favors.
Zhao Feng planted a special trigger inside the crystal core. Special means, the moment he dies, the crystal core will trigger a collapse within 0.1 seconds. A blood-chi collapse in 0.1 seconds in the wasteland. It's impossible to stop. Are we forced to let him blackmail us? Hold up. I have a way for you to get that last crystal core successfully.
You?
Yeah. I can use my mental energy to force a freeze on his consciousness. I'll paralyze his mind instantly. Once his consciousness stops, his blood energy won't trigger a collapse, but my mental control has a range limit. It is best if he is within the range of my mental energy. Then I can make my move instantly.
I'll go to the wilderness myself, divine his location, and planned route for me.
You are planning to?
I can't rob or scare him. I might as well play along. While he is having sweet dreams, he'll hand it over willingly, safely surrendering the crystal core. If he knows what is good for him, I wouldn't mind giving him some benefits.
Why don't you take me along?
Shufantian City needs a leader in charge. Besides, I want to go out and look around.
Help! Help me! Don't eat me! I am the Eastern Alliance Lord! I have plenty of nether stones! Mercenaries! Huh. You are lucky. You ran into me. Listen up. I am General Zhao Feng of Blackstone Sanctuary. Listen up. I am General Zhao Feng of Blackstone Sanctuary. You, the one in the mask. Go find me a bottle of clean water in the car. And you, white-haired woman, what are you staring for? Get over here and patch up my wound. As long as you escort me to Shuwantian City and take good care of me, you'll be well rewarded.
Don't have such a temper. Since this boss is being so generous, we'll take this job.
Escorting him to Shuwantian City. Humph. Glad you know what is good for you. Get me safely to Shuwantian City, and you'll be well rewarded. Humph. What are you still standing around for? Go scout the road ahead. If anything happens to me, you'll never be able to make a living in Luapa Ridge again. You, the white-haired woman, why are you just standing there? I've been walking all day, and my legs are killing me. Get over here and give me a massage.
You want to die.
That is enough, boss. My partner has a short fuse. When spending the night in the wasteland, it is better to keep the peace.
A short fuse. I've dealt with plenty of stubborn types. They usually fall in line after a beating. But not going to lie, even though your white-haired guard has a nasty attitude, she has a great body. Hey, mask man, let's talk business. Lend me this woman for the night. When we reach Shuwantian City tomorrow, I'll give you an extra 3,000 Ming. She, a bottom-tier scavenger like you, living life on the edge, wouldn't make that much in a year.
You.
Try me! I dare you! If I crush this crystal core, the entire East Gate will go up in smoke! Do you still want to make it in Shuwantian City?
My friend here is a bit stubborn. He only cares about money. He doesn't know his own strength. If he hurts you and ruins your big deal in Shuwantian City, you'll really be missing out.
You certainly have a way with words. I won't lower myself to a woman's level. But remember this, once we reach Shuwantian City, I'll find a way to make you fall in line.
Enough. My friend has a short fuse. What is this big deal? Why not show us? Let us see what you've got.
You ignorant low-lives. Today, I'll show you what real leverage looks like. See this? This is the crystal core for the defense barrier that protects Luapa Ridge, the array core crystal nucleus of the barrier. Without it, Luapa Ridge is just an open house for anyone to cause trouble. I heard monsters are rioting in the radiation zone. Shen Zhu from Shuwantian City must be panicking right now, desperate to unify the defense line and stop the radiation. Without this core, his army won't dare move an inch from Luapa Ridge.
You think the Lord of the City cares about that?
He has no choice but to care. Once I reach Shuwantian City with this, I'll straight up put Shen Zhu on a leash. I'll demand he gives me the position of chief executive of the cabinet, and I'll demand 30% of the Netherstone profits every month. If he dares to say no, I'll burn it all to the ground. You two, just make sure I get there safely. I'll take care of you once I am in power. But if you step out of line, I'll make your lives a living hell in Shuwantian City.
Oh. Using this core to blackmail Lord Shen, demanding the chief executive position, and 30% of his profits. Then you'd better hold on tight.
Even the Blood Scythe team was wiped out instantly. Quite the Shuantian city. Quite the Shen Zhu. His subordinates are actually this capable. Issue my death order.
Give the order, my lord!
Take your flesh, mutant legion. Flatten them all! I want those punks who ruined everything crushed into dust!
You! What are you doing? Stop playing games!
The energy fluctuations from the crystal core attracted the stray dogs.
Monster! Quick! Mercenaries! Get in their way now!
This female's combat power is terrifying. This guy is also incredibly creepy. Once we reach Shuantian City, what if they use their strength to blackmail me? What if they try taking credit? No! The credit for presenting the crystal core must be mine alone. I need to find a way to kill this guy at the city gates and seize the woman. I am going to be rich. Hand over this crystal core, and the chief executive position plus 30% of the profits will be mine.
Officer! Stop! I am Zhao Feng from Heishi territory. I've come to join you. I am here to present the core crystal for the boundary barrier. Quick! Arrest that man wearing the mask! He is a spy from the nuclear zone. He has been trying to steal my crystal core the whole way. This spy is extremely dangerous. I request, officer, that you execute him on the spot.
Welcome back, Lord of the City! Lord of the City, Shen Zhu!
You said last night, who were you going to blackmail? How much of my profit did you want?
Shen Zhu, this core crystal is bonded to my life force. If I die, the crystal will immediately trigger a collapse within 0.1 seconds. The boundary barrier will be able to open then, and the east gate of Lapa Ridge will be straight up open to the cores of monsters. We'll all burn it to the ground.
Out in the wilderness, I really couldn't have stopped you in time, so I had to play along with your ambition to make you willing and steady enough to personally hand me the crystal and bring it into Shuantian City.
You've been playing me from the very start! I'll detonate it right now!
Mind freeze. It worked!
The Heishi Formation I's crystal core has been purified. Full control of the barrier wall has been seized.
Lord of the City! Lord, have mercy!
You beg for mercy now. It is too late.
Captain, the compass's reading is at its capacity. The radiation in the area ahead is 100 times stronger than the perimeter. The flesh matrix core must be in there.
Remember this clearly. The matrix structure, energy flow, and core location. We're here to scout, not for an assault. Retreat once we've mapped it. Don't be reckless for glory. Don't worry, Captain. Lord of the City Shen's medicine is still working. These radiation monsters can't even find us.
Hold up! Something's pushing up from underground! Oh my god! What is this thing?
A few little mice dare to break into the Lord's forbidden grounds.
What an ugly freak!
You kill the Shuilian squad and destroy the perimeter surveillance nodes. The Lord is very angry, but it doesn't matter. Your flesh and souls will become the best fuel for the flesh matrix.
His hide is way too thick! The machine guns aren't even denting it!
Not bad, not bad. Much better than those fuck-ups from Snowsickle. Too bad that against absolute power, all struggle is futile.
Get back!
We can't keep this up. We can't even break his defense!
Captain, what do we do? Captain, is that the Berserk Serum? Where were you hiding that?
Listen. This chip has the scans I just took. It is the complete schematics for the flesh matrix. You two take the intel and go.
Captain! You!
Jingzhuang, stay and cover the rear with me, the two of you. One takes the intel, and the other protects him, no matter what. You must deliver this safely to Lord of the City, Shen.
I've been waiting for a chance to do something big with you, Captain!
Are those your last words? Then it is time to send you on your way.
We should have repaid Lord of the City Shen's kindness with our lives long ago. Consider today an early payment.
No! Captain! We're leaving together! There has to be a way!
Go! If you don't leave now, I'll shoot you myself!
Let's go! We can't let the captain die for nothing!
You think it is that easy to run?
Come on! Your opponent is me! Get the intel to Lord Blackwood!
You are dead!
Lord Blackwood, I didn't let you down!
Damn scum! You actually wasted 10 seconds of my time! After them! Get them! I want them alive! I want their bodies!
Who are you? Stop right there!
Marcus! Where is Marcus? I need to see Marcus! Marcus! The captain is gone! The lieutenant is gone too! We brought back the intel on the blood matrix!
Lord Black Sunday. Lord Blackwood, this is...
Listen up, citizens! Hand over those 2 runaway rats! Otherwise, we will slaughter the city!
Lord of the City, Blackwood, just to hand them over and settle this peacefully. This is an army of 10,000 mutants, including a half-step epic. Our small city can't hold them back.
For the people of Shuwantian City, only I can decide their fate.
Marcus?
You all did well. I will avenge your captain.
Stop playing tricks! The gap between us isn't something a few pieces of junk gear can fix! Get him! Tear him apart!
Lord of the Black Sunday, I've killed your men. You are next.
Captain, are you watching? Shen has avenged you!
Lord, speak. What is so important at this hour that you disturb me? Where's the lieutenant?
Lord, we have intelligence. Shen Zhu of Shuwantian City. He killed our lieutenant.
And scouts report Shuwantian City will soon launch a full-scale invasion, preparing to attack the Black Sunday fortress. I am worried that in a head-on clash with Shen Zhu, our forces might not hold. Maybe we should.
What are you worried about? Have you forgotten where we are? The radiation zone. No matter how strong Shen Zhu is, he is just flesh and blood. A fish out of water has nowhere to go but to its death. Besides, the power from the dead egg makes me stronger every day. If he dares to come, then this radioactive wasteland will be his grave.
Brilliant, Lord. So, the next step, is it to straight up attack Shuwantian City?
I called you a dumbass, but you are exceptionally stupid. The dumbass Zhang from the underground city has joined Shen Zhu's side. Shen Zhu must have his eye on that thing too. Underground City Zero. Infinite nuclear energy.
My lord, what is it? Please clarify, and I'll...
Dumbass! A museum-grade dumbass. Seizing Underground City Zero's nuclear energy is the next step. Pass the word. Prepare to attack Underground City Zero.
Brilliant. Lord, I am on it. As long as
we control that thing, Shen Zhu's Shuwantian City will be ours sooner or later.
After the radiation spread, the underground city was heavily impacted. How much anti-radiation medicine is left in stock? Distribute it all.
Lord of the City, we only have 3 days worth left. If we distribute it all.
I said, distribute it all. We can't let the citizens die.
Lord of the City, should we ask Shen Zhu for help? Shuwantian City
might have a way to purify the radiation.
After all, no!
City, the East District has been pacified. Casualties are within manageable levels.
Shen Zhu is extremely ambitious. Single-handedly, he annexed the 3 major forces of Lava Ridge. He traveled all the way to the nuclear ruins to kill Gao Xiaolan. Just because he isn't making a move now doesn't mean he doesn't have any plans. Underground City Zero has survived in the nuclear ruins for so many years, not by trusting outsiders. Currently, he is not to be trusted. I will find a solution. Black Sunday boy. What are you doing? We both live in this radiation zone, and we've always stayed out of each other's way. That was our agreement. Are you going back on your word?
To hell with your agreement. This is an apocalypse game. Survival of the fittest. Got it? What I do?
My underground city is a legendary shelter. We have endless power. And these steel walls. Do you think you can take this city with that pile of trash? I think you can break into the underground city. Dream on!
How naive. You think I am still the same man I used to be? Wait until I show you what I am capable of. Attack! Initiate the attack! Defend the city at all costs! Must protect the citizens!
Warning, warning. Shelter structural damage detected. Outer defense integrity dropping 78%, 63%, 41%.
Retreat! All units pull back to the second defensive line. Get ready for combat. Now!
Always the ends. If it weren't for your nuclear power, it wouldn't be ranked as a legendary shelter. Keep pushing forward. Everyone get the hell inside. The nuclear reactor is inside the city. Whoever finds it first will be handsomely rewarded.
Open fire! Set him up! Don't let him reform!
Go to the city! There are too many hammers! If you overhave our ammunition! Requesting to fall back! Passage is locked! Fall back quickly! Lead them to the lobby!
Defense turret 3. Ammunition depleted. Sector A has fallen.
Soldiers, listen up! Hold the main hall! Don't let the residential area be affected! Turrets 3 and 4, concentrate fire! Seal off the left dome! The mutants are gathering there! Hold the line! The energy core is right behind us!
Warning, warning. Mutant count exceeds threat assessment. Threshold.
The residential area has been breached by mutants. We must hold this final line of defense. Protect the underground city's energy lifeline. That is an order.
Zhang, I suggest you just hand over the nuclear core. I might let you. And your people live.
If I give you the core, without the energy shield, radiation will cover the entire underground city within a week. You want to sacrifice everyone's lives. Pave the way for your grand empire. Your dreams.
Then I'll just have to take it myself. I'll give you a chance. Beat me, and I'll let you rats go.
Come on! Step over me if you've got the guts!
Is that all the strength you have?
Warning, armor integrity at 37%, 22%, 4%, armor breach confirmed, shelter automatic defense system, entering silent mode. Lord's vital signs are critical, emergency protocol initiated.
Shelter Dungeon 0. Entering autopilot mode. Lord's vital signs are failing.
You worthless fuck-up! So this is the dungeon's nuclear core. I finally have it.
Congrats, Lord!
It is too late.
Connecting.
The underground city has been breached. Lord Black Sunday has stormed the core area. The nuclear energy is being drained. Shen Zhu, I can't hold on.
Shen Zhu, should we deploy?
Lord Zhang, I can help you. But there is no such thing as a free lunch. I have only one condition. Underground City 0 must surrender to Shuwantian City. The nuclear wasteland defense line will be under Shuwantian City's command. Agree, and I'll send the troops.
Fine.
My lord, that guy Zhang sent a distress signal to Shen Zhu. Should we just straight up take him out?
You don't know shit. The old man is still useful. It is just Shen Zhu. I am waiting for him to come and die. Watch these rats. If one goes missing, you'll take their place.
Yes, sir.
Baby girl, thanks to you, I have everything I have now. I don't have to stay in the ruins, living like a filthy rat. Come on, Shen Zhu. I am waiting for you.
The radiation is spreading faster than I imagined. At this rate, it won't be long before the fallout covers the entire ruins and spreads to Luopo Ridge. When that happens, it won't just be the underground city taking the hit. Someone's treating this wasteland like their personal fuel, arrogant enough to attack my people, and daring to provoke us time and time again. Then I'll crush him myself. Guji, mobilize the troops. Fast, lead 3,000 undead warriors. With the Bone Dragon clearing the path, we're heading into the radiation zone.
Yes, sir! Shen Zhu, are you going in person? Why not let the shelter?
What the Black Sunday Lord wants is the underground city's nuclear power. If that falls into the hands of those monsters, on top of the spreading radiation, the consequences will be catastrophic. I have to go.
Then, stay safe.
Reporting, Lord of the City, the Undead Legion is fully assembled and ready.
Move out.
I did it! I finally did it! Shen Zhu, heading into the radiation zone is a suicide mission. I suggest you just surrender to me. I might spare Shuwantian City if you do.
That is a joke. You can't even protect your own home, and yet you are talking about taking over my turf. You are going to have to pay for your actions today. You are going to have to pay for your actions today.
Don't think that just because you took out Gao Xiaolan, you can just start running things. This entire radiation zone is my turf. I have the nuclear power source now. I'd like to see how you plan on fighting me. Master, in the radiation zone, a large-scale civil war between lords has broken out. Lord Harry fired the first shot. He is massing an army of mutants to storm Underground City 0. Casualties are currently mad heavy. Lord of the City Zhang is in imminent danger, according to the iron laws of heaven. Epic lords are strictly forbidden from infighting. Should I immediately dispatch the heavenly soldiers to deliver divine punishment and intervene in this war? Intervene?
Just a bunch of fucks living in radiation fighting over scraps. They aren't worthy of disturbing the majesty of heaven. It will be quieter once they are all dead. The post-apocalyptic world has no shortage of self-important ants.
Master, Lord 91. Shen Zhu has acted with swift resolution to purge the entire territory of Luopo Ridge. Right now, he is massing his army of the undead. Judging by his movements, he will soon march to the nuclear ruins to personally crusade against Lord Harry.
Oh, interesting. I just established the Iron Rule at the meeting forbidding human infighting and cross-regional conquests, and he immediately dares to raise an army. First, he ignored Heaven's arbitration, and now he is openly trampling my rules underfoot. I thought he was just a lucky house dog. But it turns out, he is a self-righteous lone wolf.
Heavenly Emperor, an inferior lord who is so unruly and naturally rebellious, will only be a nuisance if kept alive. Sooner or later he will undermine heaven's authority. In my opinion, we should straight up deploy the celestial lightning matrix and wipe him, along with that derelict tower, from the face of the earth. That will let those restless lords in the lower realm know that heaven's iron laws are not for show.
Heavenly King Chigo, what do you think?
Reporting. Master, I believe we should totally not make a move right now.
What do you mean, Heavenly King? Are you going to watch heaven's dignity be dragged through the mud?
Shen Zhu and Lord Eerie are both at the epic level. When two tigers fight, one is bound to be injured. No matter who wins or loses, they will be severely weakened after the war. At that time, when we step in to clean up the mess, it will be perfectly justified and twice as effective. Furthermore, a mere newly promoted epic lord has little foundation. No matter how much he struggles, he can never escape the palm of heaven's hand. Once he has cleaned up the nuclear ruins, we can simply take over everything under heavenly law. It saves us from having to waste troops, clearing out those disgusting refugees and radiation monsters.
Well said. No matter how hard an ant tries to expand its territory, it is ultimately just crawling on the chessboard in the palm of my hand. Let them fight. The more brutal and tragic the battle, the better. Pass down the order, heaven will hold its position. Activate the Sky Eye and just maintain close surveillance. Once they have decided the victor and bled their last drop, I will then decide their fate.
As you command.
Shen Zhu, go ahead and bite hard. In this game of beast chess, I hope you, as a beast, can bring a little more amusement to me.
Master, I request to join the battle. These cowards, how dare they stage a sneak attack?
That is all he is capable of. Kill them all.
Keep pushing! Don't stop!
Shen Zhu, is this all you got? You think you can beat me with these skeletons? Keep dreaming!
3,000 level 8 undead soldiers. Each one is worth 100. To deal with your disgusting trash, it is more than enough.
Still bluffing, are we? Once your bones are picked clean, I'll see how high you can stand then. Once your bones are picked clean, I'll see how high you can stand then.
Lord of the city, these monster shells are too hard. Ordinary weapons can't break through.
Everyone, upgrade to leveled up magic weapons.
Lord, they've switched! They're using leveled up magic weapons! Our elites are crashing!
Why panic? Let them fight. The further they advance, the closer they are to death. The closer they are to death.
Game is over. It's time for you to die.
Come on, Shen Zhu! Kill me if you have the guts! At worst, this old fart will die with me! You'll never get the underground city!
You think threatening me with a so-called Lord of the City will work?
Forget about me! Kill him! The people of Underground City Zero! I leave them to you, Shen Zhu!
Boom! Dragon!
Shen Zhu, you shouldn't have taken a risk!
Enough. Save your breath. The citizens are waiting for you to return. What is so funny?
Laughing at how naive you are in this apocalypse! That is rich! You think you won! Recognize this! Shen Zhu, today I'll show you the true power of the Death Egg!
I didn't expect the Death Egg's energy to be this powerful. In that case, we must settle the score once and for all. Cut off all possibilities.
You fuck up! Finished! It is my turn!
Master!
Shen Zhu, you've really disappointed me! Is this all you've got? And you dare step into my territory? Those fuck-ups you sent out, weren't they looking for this? Take a good look. Just this tiny piece is enough to make you die right here today?
Warning, warning. Radiation levels have exceeded the safety threshold by 5 times.
Energy. Armor. No, it is absorbing. Both physical and energy attacks will be swallowed up.
Master, how do we fight?
Yo, chill. Let me think.
Think? You don't have time to think! Once you are dead, Shuantian City will be mine too!
Master, how do we proceed? I am willing to fight to the death.
This thing can't be broken by brute force. The nuclear radiation has significantly weakened your combat power, I suggest.
Forget about me! Kill him!
Now is not the time for a head-on clash. Bone Dragon, withdraw real quick. Dog, have the Undead Legion cover the retreat. Hell Chariot, bring up the rear.
Yes, sir!
Shen Zhu, you finally got what is coming to you. You won't be so lucky next time we meet. I'll be waiting for you to get on your knees and submit. I agree to your terms, Shen Zhu.
Shelter Dungeon 0. Ownership transfer confirmed.
Dungeon 0 is now annexed to Shuantian City. The nomads in the nuclear zone and the people of the underground city, I leave them in your hands.
Verification successful. Ownership of Dungeon 0 is officially transferred to Lord number 91, Shen Zhu. The dungeon's core data has been synced to the Sky Tower. Shelter fusion initiated.
Don't worry. The people of Dungeon 0 are my responsibility now.
Shelter fusion initiated. New shelter feature. Nuclear radiation resistance shield can withstand high-level radiation erosion. Shield strength will grow in sync with the shelter's scale.
Black Sunday Lord, do you think hiding in the radiation zone means you are safe? Now, radiation isn't an advantage for you. It is your coffin. Just wait for me to crush your fortress. Need every single data parameter on the Black Sunday Lord and his necro egg. Energy fluctuations, radiation frequency, armor strength. Don't miss a single one.
Understood. You can count on me.
Last time, we retreated from the Black Sunday Fortress. This time, Shuantian City is launching a full-scale assault. We'll crush the Black Sunday Fortress.
Shuantian City relocation sequence initiated. Target coordinates. The nuclear wasteland, directly above the Black Sunday Fortress. Estimated time of arrival, 42 minutes. The city is now in wartime status. All citizens, return to your designated shelters.
Shen Zhu fled like a coward this time, even though he managed to seize the underground city and nuclear energy. It doesn't matter. Once I fully master the Necro Egg's power, Shuantian City and the Netherbone Dragon will all be nothing but scrap metal. By then, all of Lopa Ridge and the entire nuclear wasteland will be ours.
You are right, my lord! Shen Zhu ran off like a stray dog. Next time we meet, I am going to tear him apart myself. Once the Necro Egg fully matures, Shuantian City will be our new turf.
Soon. Very soon. Just give me a little more time, and the whole apocalypse will be kneeling before me. Soldiers, help me build my great empire!
Lord! Shen Zhu is here! No, it is not an army! It is the entire Shuantian City! Shuantian City has arrived!
Damn it! He brought the entire city here! Shen Zhu, do you think bringing the whole city here will actually scare me? You are just here to die! I'll show you the true power of the Death Egg! I've used the power of the Death Egg to devour these dozens of small territories! Every one of them was like this! First, corrupted by radiation, became my nourishment. Today, your Shuantian City is next!
A mere ant trying to shake a giant tree. You overestimate your own abilities. Then, give it a shot.
Lord, Shen Zhu definitely came prepared this time. Maybe we should keep observing.
I don't believe his pathetic shield can withstand the Dead Eggs! Impossible! This can't be happening! What did you do?
The radiation you are so proud of is useless against me. Shuantian City is now equipped with anti-radiation shields. The energy released by your dead eggs will be neutralized and dissipated by the shield. It won't even scratch the surface of the walls.
Resist the shield! You! Why did you get it?
If you hadn't broken into the underground city, I wouldn't have gained control of it. Then there wouldn't be the shield. You are the one who helped me fix my weakness. Today is the day you die. Attack and take Eerie Fortress!
The Lord's walls have fallen! Our outer defenses are completely gone!
Damn it! Damn it all! You forced my hand! No one's getting out of this alive! Fusion!
Finally playing your cards, I see. I've been waiting.
The energy fluctuations of this dead egg are completely different now. Before, it was releasing radiation. Now that it has fused with the dead egg, its energy output has been amplified 100-fold. I don't know how many hidden abilities it still has after the fusion. Be careful.
It is fine. No matter how powerful it is still just a ghost creature. Ye, use your sensory abilities in a moment. Track its energy flow. Adapt as needed.
Understood.
Shu Fangtian City Artillery. Have eyes on the target. Full fire coverage. How can it be so fast?
You can't kill me. Shen Zhu, this is the true power of the dead egg. No matter how intense your fire is, you can't stop my attack. Die.
After the fusion, it doesn't just rely on radiation for infinite regeneration. Its speed and agility have more than doubled. Artillery suppression alone won't take it down. King's armament. Activate.
Shu Fangtian City. Continue suppressive fire. Don't give him an opening. Bone Dragon. Lock down his movement path. Die!
Warning! Sovereign armament is under constant high-level radiation impact. Energy consumption has increased by 300%. Without further replenishment, the armor will force disassemble within 5 minutes.
He is a real handful.
What is wrong, Shen Zhu? Wasn't that last spear thrust quite impressive? Come on, do it again!
When that spear thrust hit, there was a reaction to the impact of the tip. But external attacks can't penetrate any deeper. The healing speed is too fast. Any damage is repaired by radiation. Neutralizing the suppressive fire. We're just stalling for time. Unless we solve the root problem. This guy's invincible. We must find a way to land a lethal blow.
Shen Zhu, your battle armor is about to lose power. How much longer can the Shuantian City turrets hold out? They're trying to outlast me. Who do you think you are?
Shen Zhu, I've made progress. Stay on the line. The dead egg isn't the core. It is using the dead egg to cover up the true energy hub, all the radiation energy. After being converted by the dead egg, flows to a single point. The third vertebra of its neck. That is its weak spot.
You little brat. How dare you spy on me? Die!
Oh, no!
Yuyo, are you okay?
I am fine, Shen Zhu. The core of the dead egg is buried, deep in the living bone marrow. It is the only hub for it to control the surrounding nuclear radiation. It is the only hub for it to control the surrounding nuclear radiation. The reason the surface trauma caused by Shuantian City's fire heals instantly is because the core keeps absorbing the radiation. Destroy that spot, and its regeneration will instantly collapse.
Copy.
All Shu City batteries. Concentrate fire on the Black Sunday Demon God's nape. Force all its regenerative energy there.
You ants from the edge of the sky.
Let go! You ants! Don't think you can stop me from owning the apocalypse!
No. Black Sunday Demon God, is this your fatal weakness? Using trash as fuel. Nothing special. Die. It is finally over.
There is more over there! Dig it all out! Don't leave him a single scrap of metal!
Master, the battlefield inventory is complete. We recovered over 4,600 Mingshi stones, 12 energy crystals. The aberration remains are being gathered for incineration. Completion is expected within 2 hours. And this, it was in the Demon God's core remains where we found it.
This looks just like an ordinary stone. Wait. Something's wrong.
What is it? Shen Zhu?
Every lord I've defeated before always triggered a forced fusion. The Jushijun Association, Gao Xiaolan from Wanbalu. None of them were exceptions. But this time, the system isn't responding.
How is that possible? The energy signal from Eerie Fortress has completely vanished. The system couldn't have missed it.
Unless Eerie Fortress was never a normal shelter to begin with. Or my cheat code is malfunctioning.
What did you say? That might not be the case. The Dead Egg's influence on this land is far too deep. After merging with the Dead Egg, the Black Sunday Lord's physical structure and energy flow have completely deviated from the standard Lord template. If the corruption of the Dead Egg has reached its very core, then the Black Sunday Lord and his territory might have stopped being recognized as a sanctuary by the system the moment they merged.
Instead, doesn't matter now. It is all over. We have more important things to attend to. Daniel, get all the anti-radiation meds out now. The existence of this land has always been a major threat. As the first big step in reclaiming this territory, I am counting on you this time. Unique mythic talent. Golden finger. Enlightenment.
Enlightenment failed.
Again. Bone dragon. Spread the purifying nectar over the radiation.
The Savior! The Savior is here! Long live Shuantian City! Long live City! Lord Shen!
Master, I have the latest report. Lord Black Sunday has been killed by Shen Zhu. His prized fortress and that mutant egg have been reduced to rubble. Not only that, Shen Zhu has forcibly integrated Dungeon Zero and recruited hundreds of thousands of refugees from the nuclear wastelands. His undead legion now exceeds 50,000. His power is growing at an unstoppable rate. If we let him keep growing like this, it won't be long before he escapes the Tianting's control.
Keeping Shen Zhu is literally asking for trouble. In such a short time, he has annexed 2 major regions. He is reckless, openly defying the Tianting's orders. He is dangerously ambitious and cannot be allowed to live.
I intended to be a mere observer and let him live a few more days to deal with the nuclear wastelands. This tough nut for me. I didn't expect this insect to have such a massive appetite. Does he really think defeating Black Sunday makes him a warlord in this apocalypse? King Chigo, hear my command.
I am here.
Have Yunyan dispatch 3,000 celestial soldiers and 12 silver armor generals immediately. Take over jurisdiction of the nuclear wastelands. This war is the perfect opportunity. Be sure to scour every inch of land in the irradiated zone. Whoever finds the king's treasure will be richly rewarded.
Understood. What about Shen Zhu?
As for Shen Zhu, no matter how big his ambition, he cannot stop the Tianting's judgment. If he dares to defy even one word, execute him on the spot.
As you command.
Xiaoqun, these refugees have been exposed to high radiation for a long time. Although they've evolved, their constitutions are still weakened. We must conduct strict screenings, separate the able-bodied from the elderly and the infirm. The able-bodied will be sent to the outer city of Lopling in batches. The elderly and weak will stay in the quarantine zone for observation.
Understood, Governor. I'll send an extra team to maintain order, to prevent anyone from looting the medicine.
Move it! Move it! Are you blind? Get out of my way!
Yeah! It really is you! Yeah, Madame! My dear niece! Your uncle finally found you!
Yayo! What are you doing? I am your aunt!
I am sorry. I don't know you.
You are successful now! You can't just leave us to die! You have no idea! We've been living worse than dogs in this hellhole! Eating moldy insects every day!
Exactly. Cousin, you are a high-ranking official in Shuantian City now. This refugee camp is no place for a human. It is smelly and crowded. Hurry and tell your subordinates to set our family up with executive positions and get us a private luxury villa. Oh, and for the high, grade purification agents, give us 10 bottles each to start with.
Hand it over!
Are you finished? There are no privileges in Shuantian City. Everyone in the settlement is equal. If you want food and better treatment, you must earn credits through your own labor. Register, according to the rules. Put these 3 in the lowest level of the standard quarantine zone.
Chuya, you heartless, sturdy little skank! I am your own uncle! Blood is thicker than water! How dare you make us live in a bottom-tier kennel? Aren't you afraid of being punished by heaven?
You ungrateful brat!
Blood is thicker than water. When you snatched away my last mouthful of life-saving food, why didn't you think of that saying then? If you feel mistreated, the gates of Shuantian City are wide open. You can crawl back to the wastelands right now. Xiaoqun, take them away. If they dare to disturb the peace again, throw them out of the territory. Straight up, for inciting a riot. Do you hear me? Move!
This resonance is so strong, there is no mistake. There must be another monarch-level artifact hidden underneath this place. There must be another monarch-level artifact hidden underneath this place. That Dumbas, the Black Sunday Lord, was sitting on a gold mine without even realizing it. He only knew how to feed off the surface radiation from the dead eggs. Those hypocrites from the Celestial Court are watching from the shadows. Dago.
What are your orders, Lord of the City?
Mobilize 1,000 high-level undead. Blockade 10 miles around the core zone. Kill all trespassers.
Yes, sir. I'll get on it immediately.
The Celestial Court wants to reap the rewards without the work. They're overreaching, but we'll see if they have the muscle to back it up. You've hidden yourself well. After searching for so long, I am finally picking up your trail. This ancient seal is about to break. It seems some people are getting restless. This is perfect. I need to lure in some distinguished guests to break the deadlock.
Shen Zhu of Shuantian City, hear the command. You mobilized troops without authorization, attacked the Black Sunday territory, and slaughtered many human survivors. You have openly violated the laws of the Jungmo Celestial Court, breaking the ironclad rule against human infighting. According to Celestial law, after the fall of the Black Sunday fortress, all its unclaimed assets and territory will be temporarily taken over by the Celestial Court. I order your unit to decamp within 3 days. Everyone must evacuate the core of the nuclear ruins. Those who defy will face divine retribution.
Bullshit! This turf belongs to our Lord of the City. He risked his life to take it. Where was the Celestial Court when these refugees were being ravaged by radiation? What were you from the Celestial Court doing? Now you show up to scavenge the easy pickings, and you have the nerve to call yourself the way of heaven.
What a load of horseshit rules, maintaining order my foot. Banning infighting has always been just a tool for the Heavenly Court to keep minor lords in check. But once real profit is involved, and they smell a monarch's treasure, they charge faster than a pack of hyenas.
So, it is the inspector from the Heavenly Court. Since these are the court's ironclad rules, Shuantian City will naturally comply without question. Lord Shen, only the wise survive. I appreciate that. However, the core district is full of refugees, and the supplies are scattered. Inspector, give me 3 days. After I've relocated these refugees, Shuantian City's forces will fully withdraw. We won't stand in the way of the court's takeover. Fine, I'll give you 3 days. If a single soldier remains after that, don't blame me for being ruthless.
What a bunch of ignorant ants. They're sitting on a monarch's treasure and don't even know it. Once I kick these bums out, the treasure will be all mine.
Shen Zhu, the Heavenly Court is clearly here to rob us. They seized the most important core district right away. Are we just going to hand over our turf like this? This is humiliating.
Hand it over. Eerie, do you really think the court is here for a few pieces of scrap metal? They're after what is buried underground. If he wants it, let him look. I want to see if they can even touch that divine weapon without the monarch's resonance. If they can even touch that divine weapon without the monarch's resonance. Even if they dig 3 feet down, they're just miners clearing the path for us. Dagu, pass the order. Have the undead legion start packing up everything with a big shell. Withdraw from the core district in stages as slowly as possible. Give them the illusion that we're intimidated by the court, and have no choice but to retreat.
Yes, sir.
Yu, it is up to you now.
Understood. I found it. Shen Zhu, I've locked onto its general location and outline. It is right under the Black Sunday ruins, but it is sealed tight by a layer of ancient and complex energy barriers. I need to sense it from closer up.
Good. The web is spun. Now we just wait for them to jump in.
Sir, I've been keeping an eye on them. Shen Zhu has indeed started moving those skeletons out of the core district. Looks like he is actually scared of the court's rules.
I thought this rebel who dared to kill an epic lord was actually tough. Turns out he is just someone who switched up. A low-level trash who has seen nothing of the world. If he actually dared to resist, I might have respected him a little. Now, it seems there is nothing to worry about. Issue a bounty in the refugee camp immediately. Make those peasants dig for me. Even if they have to turn the core district upside down, find that treasure for me.
Yes. Listen up, refugees from the bottom. The heavens are merciful, gracing us with divine favor. Tianting is now recruiting a group of workers familiar with the terrain to help search for the treasures left by the late Eerie Lord, hidden in the core zone. Anyone who signs up and proves their worth, Tianting will straight up grant them, under Tianting's rule, the prestigious status of an official citizen. Not only will you get permanent safe housing, but you'll enjoy the highest quality supplies from Tianting. Top performers can even be straight up enrolled in the Tianting Perimeter Patrol, a shortcut to the top, to escape this stinking wasteland. Get Tianting really is the real deal! That is a legendary shelter 10,000 times better than Shuantian City! That is a legendary shelter 10,000 times better than Shuantian City!
But if we leave, will Shuantian City punish us?
Don't hesitate, everyone! Shuantian City is nothing! The council of Shuantian City! Chu Yueyu is my own cousin! She is a heartless animal! Right? He is just like that Shen Zhu! They're both bloodthirsty demons! Treating us like cattle! Locked in the bottom quarantine zone! Making us eat moldy black bread every day!
Shuantian said he just wants to! He both has human shields! He doesn't even see us as human! If you stay, sooner or later he'll force you to feed the monsters! Tianting is the legitimate authority! Tianting is the true savior!
Abusing even his own relatives! Sooner or later he'll force us to feed the monsters! Right! Tianting is the legitimate authority! Tianting is the true savior! Shen Zhu must be a tyrant! Leave Shuantian City! We want to sign up for Tianting!
Shen Zhu. Oh, Shen Zhu. These are the humans you fight so hard to protect. In the face of Tianting's grace, that pathetic reputation of yours is literally nothing.
Lord of the city, the perimeter of the settlement is in total chaos. Chu Jianguo's family of 3, slander and rumors are spreading in the refugee camp. Incited a large group of refugees. Everyone has turned on us to sign up at the Tianting outpost.
Shen Zhu, I am sorry. It is all my fault. If I hadn't been soft-hearted back then, if I had just kicked them out of the territory directly, this wouldn't have caused such a mess. Becoming a legendary lord requires accumulating a population. Now that the number of citizens has plummeted, the process of becoming a legend, it has completely slowed down. I held you back.
Silly goose. Why are you crying? This isn't just not a bad thing. It is actually a great thing.
A great thing, but the population...
The Shuantian City I want to build is the most indestructible fortress in the apocalypse. Not a trash can for filth. What I need are law-abiding, totally obedient citizens. Those who would turn on me for a tiny bit of profit. Those who would turn on me for a tiny bit of profit. The fence sitters who sway with the wind simply don't deserve the protection of Shuantian City.
The Lord of the city means using Tianting's hands to clear out these unstable risks for us.
Exactly. They think Tianting will truly be merciful and bring them blessings. Those high and mighty, hypocritical gods of Tianting are just treating them as convenient, disposable tools. The ground in the core zone is full of radiation venom from dead eggs and ancient traps. Tianting is using their lives to fill the holes and scout the path. Sooner or later, they will regret today's choice. By then, the gates of Shuantian City will be closed to them forever.
Blow up that big rock over there! Right! There is definitely a secret chamber underneath! Dig harder! What are you waiting for? If you mess up the celestial quartz plans, watch your worthless life! If you mess up the celestial quartz plans, watch your worthless life!
Ah! My hand hurts so much! Ah!
Everyone, stop! You brainless dumbuses! There are lethal radiation traps all under here! Do you have a death wish?
Chu Yueyu! So you actually know how to be afraid! Don't think you are safe just because you have Shuantian City backing you! We're working for the Celestial Court now! Sooner or later, I'll make you get on your knees and beg!
I gave them a chance to live. I provided for them well. Not only were they ungrateful, but for some phantom profit, they turned around and joined outsiders. They're sabotaging Shuantian City. They don't deserve to survive in this apocalypse.
Bunch of useless fuck-ups. They haven't even come close to the treasure!
Arrogance is the Celestial Court's greatest sin. You can't even sense the treasure's true. Orient, you have the nerve to come here and steal. You can't even sense the treasure's true. Orient, you have the nerve to come here and steal. Keep digging, Yo Chill. Once Yueyu pinpoints the sovereign treasure's exact location, this game will be over.
These useless lower-class fuck-ups. They can't even dig up a single high-level energy fluctuation. It is freaking a waste of heaven's resources, of the resources the Bureau allocated. Lord of the city Shen, I've seen you running around the perimeter of the ruins these past few days. You've worked hard. You are too kind. Following the Bureau's orders is the duty of Shuantian City. I am not sure why you sought me out, Your Excellency. What are your instructions? You see it too, Lord Shen. These refugees are as dumb as pigs. They're completely useless. You conquered these ruins yourself, so you must know the terrain and the Black Sunday Lord's positions inside out. I would like you to join the search with me. If you help the Bureau find that lost relic, it'll count as making amends. It'll make up for you swerving the Bureau's arbitration and going to war on your own. This is an order. I hope you'll be smart enough to see that.
Making amends. These Bureau people are all the same. They just want to force me to work as their bird dog. Once I find the Sovereign's treasure, you'll probably turn on me in a heartbeat. You'll straight up find an excuse to get rid of me.
Since the Bureau has ordered it, I obviously can't refuse. Good, Lord Shen. It figures you are a smart man who knows how things work. I'll be waiting for your good news. Quiet. My lords, this area is where the Black Sunday Lord massacred hundreds of thousands of refugees. The energy and resentment here are heavy. Normally, a dead zone like this is perfect for masking the energy signals of high-level treasures. There might be a hidden chamber below. We should have them look into it.
Fast!
Get those refugees over here! Drill right through this bloodbath for me!
These dumbasses could dig until next year and still find nothing. The treasure's real location is already locked. It is time to end this game.
Keep a close eye on Shen Zhu. Don't leave his side. If he tries any tricks, don't bother asking. Kill him on the spot. Yes, sir!
Shen Zhu, where the hell are you taking us to? Where the hell are you taking us? The radiation levels here are already seriously over the limit. This kind of wasteland, that even the lowest level carrion, even the lowest scavengers wouldn't be down for a wasteland like this. What kind of treasure could possibly be here?
If you two masters can't even handle this harsh environment, how will you find the treasures for the Bureau? Just hang in there.
You better not be playing games. Move it! If we don't find a lead today, you'll be sorry!
Master, you go first!
Ambush! It is the trap! Fall back! Fall back!
Damn it! Shen Zhu! Where the hell is Shen Zhu? Report to the inspector immediately!
Such a familiar aura. This energy frequency. It is like it is straight up etched into my very core. Even my power is boiling because of it. What the hell is this place?
This door is resisting my power. Maybe it is waiting for its true master. Guji, try using the bloodline power within you to resonate with it. The door's open. This place is littered with bones. Armor. It looks like there is a connection to the undead. Let's go. All the answers are just ahead.
Why does everything here make me feel so sad? It is as if something long buried is in the darkness ahead, waiting for my return.
Monarch's proved Eerie's treasure. Sovereign necklace.
Sovereign necklace. It figures that monarch treasures share a mutual attraction.
Purge the anomaly! Execute the heavenly path sequence! Those who follow the way shall prosper! Those who defy it shall perish!
What on earth are these images? Why? The final heavenly court!
The heavenly court is hypocritical. Absolutely shameless! Under the guise of purging ghosts to maintain order, they were actually pillaging! They stole our clan's royal seal, destroying our entire foundation! The rules are unfair! The rules are just so unfair! So much for the final heavenly court and their divine justice. Could they have existed?
Even before the Doomsday Game arrived, this branch of the undead must have been incredibly powerful back then. They were even enough to threaten the court's absolute hegemony in the new world, and their right to set the rules. Fearing their power, the court didn't hesitate to label them as ghost remnants, wiping out the entire undead race.
The court's lapdogs are outside right now. Master, I want to kill them all. Those lapdogs in silver armor outside. Leave none alive. Blood for blood.
We can't make a move yet. With your current strength, if you rush out now, you are just an ant trying to shake a giant tree. Even if you kill a few low-level soldiers, will that bring your people back? But I'll keep this dead in mind for you. One day, I'll help you settle this personally.
I await your orders, Master.
The Monarch Necklace.
You are dead!
You've got a lot of nerve. How dare you play me like this? Pretending to cooperate with the search, while keeping the Empyrean's treasure for yourself. You are openly defying the rules of the system and the Empyrean. It is enough to have your sanctuary completely wiped from the heavenly sequence.
What a joke. If it is an Empyrean treasure, why was it with the spirits of the damned? And why would the Great Inspector go to such lengths to hide his real goal? You are just trying to rob me.
A monograde treasure is a supreme artifact. The Empyrean has ordered to be under strict control. A low-level lord like you, who crawled out of the wasteland, isn't even worthy of knowing that. It belongs only to the great final Empyrean. Put down the necklace right now, and get on your knees for judgment. I still can. At least for the sake of your Zhudong handing it over. Since you're handing it over, I might plead your case to the Emperor to spare your life. Otherwise...
Spare my life? What? Can't keep up the act anymore. Inspector, are you going to use Empyrean pressure to rob a legendary lord of his treasure? So this is your great Empyrean.
You insect! If you are so hell-bent on dying, I'll make it quick for you today. Get him! Seize the necklace! Bout that kid! Show him no mercy! Kill him on the spot!
You dare hurt my master? You are dead! How dare you hurt my master? You are dead!
Useless! Bunch of fuck-ups! What good are you all?
Overestimating yourself.
Monarch armament activated.
How can he keep up with me? Destroy Shen Zhu! There will be a massive reward!
An inspector from the Heavenly Court. Didn't you keep saying that you wanted this necklace? It is in my hand right now. If you've got the guts, come and take it yourself.
Stop playing tricks!
The Heavenly Emperor clearly said that without specific authorization and system recognition, no one can even touch the seal. Touching it by force would only lead to a backlash from the destructive energy contained within. This kid, a lord who crawled up from the bottom, actually gained the full recognition of the Monarch Necklace. This is bad. Shen Zhu isn't afraid of the Heavenly Court's pressure at all. If I stay any longer, I might lose my life here.
Shen Zhu, you've got nerve. You actually dare to devour the treasure demanded by the Heavenly Court. The Heavenly Emperor will totally not let this matter rest. Just wait for the ultimate sanction from the Heavenly Dao sequence. The ultimate sanction! We're pulling out! Oh, Inspector, sir! You are finally out! Did you find the artifact?
F off, you useless peasants! You think you deserve a reward?
Why is the official from the court leaving? About our permanent status! Weren't we promised a fast track to the top?
Shen Zhu, are you okay?
I am fine. It is all over. Now, it is time to settle the score for you. Listen up, everyone. Anyone who defected to the court and tried to betray Shuantian City, from this moment on, your resettlement eligibility is revoked. All supplies issued will be confiscated immediately. You are banished from the territory. Shuantian City will never take you back.
Cousin Yuri, you please! We were wrong! We were out of our minds! Just give us one more chance! It is all radiation and monsters out there! Kicking us out is a death sentence!
You chose this path. Shuantian City has no room for traitors. Guards, drag them out.
No!
Shen Zhu, by using the court's influence this time, we've achieved a total victory. First, we successfully secured the king's necklace. According to the system, our control over the undead has increased significantly, and we've unlocked new abilities. Second, while the refugees were digging, we did a little digging ourselves and cleared out the Black Sunday's hidden vaults. We recovered over 12,000 nether stones and more than 300 high-grade radiation cores. Third, using the court's recruitment as a front, we naturally purged our territory of over 100,000 unstable fence, sitters and traitors. The remaining crew is completely loyal. Public morale is stronger than ever, and we've expanded our control to the entire nuclear wasteland.
That arrogant threat the court tried to plant has been completely neutralized, but the court's game has only just begun. We'll see what happens next.
Shen Zhu, don't worry. No matter how tough the road ahead gets, I'll always be by your side.
Good, Yue. We'll do this together. Next, we continue purifying the remaining irradiated zones. It is a long way to go. What is the situation? Yueyu, can you sense what that is?
It isn't any known type of energy. This aura is ancient and violent.
Don't play tricks on me. Tell me what is inside. Otherwise, I will wipe out your remnant consciousness right now.
Ah, you don't seem surprised by my appearance at all.
Yueyu already told me. Even though it is the primary consciousness of the thought hive, you still have a part of your remnant consciousness lurking inside the thought hive.
Shut up! Shen Zhu, I didn't scare you just now, did I?
Scared? No, the experience was actually quite novel.
Shen Zhu, when Tangosha appeared just now, I definitely sensed what was beneath the pillar of light.
What was it?
This power comes from an eldritch object beyond the epic tier, and it is extremely potent.
Something strange is happening. Lately, the doubts in my mind have only been growing. The Black Sunday Lord's forced fusion hasn't started, and now this pillar of light has erupted. The energy signature is similar to the Joyous One's, and all of this points in the direction of the explosion. I have to figure this out.
I wish to accompany you, Master.
Your lonely general will go as well.
I am coming too. The energy signature there is related to the Joyous One's. My sensory abilities might be useful there.
It figures the Black Sunday Lord is involved. The dead egg was destroyed and vanished, so this seal is broken. That dumbass, the Black Sunday Lord, probably had no idea from the start what exactly was in his chest. Whether it is a trap or a treasure, Sky Hanging City will never back down. Follow me into the pit.
Could it be that the power is too weak? Lord, let's just smash it open straight up!
Dago, knock it off. This isn't something that can be broken by brute force. This barrier likely has access restrictions.
I have a feeling this might be useful. The dead egg being destroyed opened this seal. Logically speaking, the shards and this barrier should share the same origin.
Whatever. I'll just try it.
Lord 91 detected. Nuclear ruins. Region unified. Hidden achievement unlocked. Destroy the egg of old. Your shelter and personal combat power have reached the epic peak, and with the monarch's token, hidden promotion conditions are met. Selectable. Special legendary lord promotion ceremony. Normal difficulty ceremony. After meeting the 4 main conditions, receive the baptism of standard laws. Shelter level cap can be further increased, smoothly promoting to a regular legendary lord. Hell difficulty ceremony. All servant support blocked. Sky Tower firepower blocked. The lord must go alone to storm the abomination territory. Cannot exit the ceremony midway. Failure results in the lord's death. Cleared rewards. Break conventional limits. Promote to the new world's so unmatched legendary lord. Gain priority inheritance for the high throne.
A regular legend is enough to establish your own doomsday kingdom. But it is not enough.
Hell difficulty trial initiated. Lord Shen Zhu has entered solo conquest mode. Cross-realm portal transporting.
Shen Zhu!